recent edition of the Jane Doe update, there's been a lot of new stuff to the game that you may have not even noticed. Let's get into every single detail in the game. This could be anything from the new survivor to literally new icons. Let's get into everything that this game has to offer for this new update. Starting off with the literal survivor, Jane Doe is really OP. I've used Jane Doe quite a lot. How you get Jane Doe is you go into these. You have to get like 3 case files for 3 survivors, and each one you have to find 3 folders around the map. And then after that, you talk to Jane. I'll put a whole entire video on it, but then you have to grab like a ring and survive the entire round. So one of Jane's abilities is Crystal Pitch, which is the same corruption that took him over. Gives them like resonance and a lot of stuff. Hatchet, it's like a stun ability. It will give them helpless and slowness. And then it can also do like stunning occasionally. Then there's also a ton of Jane Doe skins already. Like there's all these skins. I have the Victorian, which is the most expensive skin. They also added a ton of new like icons. Like for Noob, there's a new one where he's just like running off, but like Sixer's just like holding him on for dear life. Chance's new terrible rendered one because it just kind of looks bad. Deucegard, I'm not sure if this is new, but they definitely changed the lighting a lot. Guess 1337's got changed, so it's 2 times. Not sure if this got changed, but whatever. Also, Slashers got changed. There are also a ton of new emotes and a ton of new Slasher skins, mainly. Then there's just a lot. This update's pretty large. Also, Noli finally got milestones. I'm honestly like not that excited because I feel like it wasn't really worth the hype up. I feel like if we got just a bit better skins, I don't like the skins. I hate the Milestone 1 and the Milestone 2 and 3 and 4 are all really good. But Milestone 3 and 4 are way too flashy. And Noli's very like M1 dependent. Then Slasher got a ton of new skins. Also kind of got a bit nerfed, but also buffed. Jane Doe is a lot harder to use than 3-star difficulty. It's kind of weird that they did it 3-star difficulty. Jane Doe can also see the footprints of the killer. Also gets Shatterpoint OP HP, which basically gives her like a shield from Fortnite, which can go up to 30 damage. And also every time she lands an ability, Crystal Pitch, she gets 3 Shatterpoint HP. Hatchet, she gets 10 Shatterpoint HP, which is basically just like a shield. And I think Shatterpoint HP is really OP because I feel like Jane Doe is just generally kind of OP. So there are also a ton of new emotes. They also redid some map changes. They added a natural disaster island map. They added a Sakura Ultimate Assassin's Battleground. They also made it so whatever map you are on shows up on the top of the screen along with the creators. They also added a ton of new music, and they added a ton of new emotes, and I got a new emote, which is the California Girls emote, because I thought Captain might enjoy that. And then, yeah, they added a ton of new skins, as I said. They added a Michael slasher, serial killer slasher. They added a template, Guess 666. I'm not gonna name down all the Jane Doe skins. They added Nor. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wait, what is? I'm gonna check out the template. Template. Yeah, right here. They also added Draco Veronica, added new changes to Veronica Milestone 4, added a couple chance skins, a couple Guess 1337 skins. They completely reskinned all of Chance's and 2x Milestone skins, but also sadly deleting their old Milestones, also making a brand new render for their standard. Yeah, I honestly like the new skins a bit better, but normal Chance just kind of sucks. There are a few others that I feel like, yeah, it's just an awesome update. A lot of people have been talking bad about it, and I honestly think this is one of the best updates they have ever released. They also, because they made like Jane Doe very different on March 18th and Slasher very different on Friday the 13th, they started making them as dev killers. And if you don't know what a dev killer is, you must have the VIP Game Pass. That is the VIP Game Pass. You must have the VIP Game Pass, be in a private server, and also, yeah, there is a lot. There's Milestone Nolly Chase themes. They added a custom LMS for Jane Doe versus Jane Doe. And yeah, let's go hear the Jane Doe versus Jane Doe LMS. Peak LMS, one of my favorite LMSs in the game. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and also I really hope you enjoyed this update, because this was one of the best updates I've ever experienced. That's a lot, because I have played the game practically since it came out. I didn't play it a lot back then, but whatever. So this update is one of the best I've ever experienced. So see you next time. Bye-bye.